Welcome back to the Morning Brew. Nice to see you, Amber.
Good to see you too.
I didn't call you Hamber this time.
Hamber, nope.
Wow. Okay, catching my breath.
It's all good.
Our next guest is here.
Yes,
and
he is.
Steve Smothermon Jr. is here, youth pastor
Yes,
at Legacy Church. It's been a while. How you been?
I've been doing well, just staying on the grind, you know, reaching young people. And, you know, I've been doing a lot of traveling and speaking around the country some. And
Really?
doing some things. And so this is kind of what we're doing now is kind of a kickstart to some things we're doing everywhere. So I've been having a lot of fun, you know. I have a 2-year-old son now and another one on the way. So I might have just announced that to a lot of people, but
wow.
No kidding. Well, congratulations.
Yeah.
That's pretty
So
huge.
we're having fun, my wife and I. So.
Oh, so
that
your dad, mom, grandparents, and all that, huh?
Yeah, our first son was number 5, and this is number 6. So they're loving the me, mom, papa life. You know?
Yeah, I bet
Me,
they
mom, papa.
Yeah, so they're loving that. They are
So
loving that.
great.
Yes.
So what's happening at Legacy? What's going on?
We, you know, we usually do our huge youth events that, you know, will reach thousands of young people in the community. And so what we're doing this time is we're doing actually a 3-day conference. Starting Thursday night at 7 p.m. It's called the I Am Remnant Conference. A friend of mine who travels around the country and Australia, all over the world really, and speaks, he wrote a book called I Am Remnant. And basically the concept of it is the remnant is the last remaining of something, you know, it's the last deal.
Right.
So what we're trying to do is show young people that you know, you can serve God and maybe nobody else is doing that, but you can do that, you know, and you can be the remnant, and it's okay if you're the only one. You can be comfortable in that role. And so what we're trying to really do is show young people that, hey, God isn't mad at you, that he's mad about you, that he loves you, that he cares about you, that there is a plan and a purpose. You know, because I see so many young people, and not even young people, I mean, you'll see people up in their 40s and 50s that you watch them and they've lived life and it's like there's been no direction and purpose to it. And so our job and our goal of this conference is to, you know, give people some kind of hope, some kind of direction, some kind of, hey, you know, I don't know what your mistakes have been, I don't know where you've been, I don't know where you've tripped up, but there's something better for you. That you're not too far, you haven't fallen too much, you haven't made too many mistakes, that there's still something you can do. No matter whether you're 2 or 92, that God's still mad about you and he cares about you, you know, because I think there's a misconception that God's mad at everybody, you know, and so the goal of this conference is to bring grace, the grace of God, with the truth of who he is and, you know, what the Bible actually says about him. Because I think a lot of times we, just culture and society, has a thought about what the Bible says without actually knowing what the Bible says. And so that's kind of our goal, but do it in an energetic way that's going to inspire people, young and old. I mean, we have, you know, the last event we did, I had 50, 60-year-old men up at the front just crying, just having a moment with God that they've never had. And I'm 27 years old preaching to them, but you know, I have an incredible father who's taught me leadership and different things, and so I'm just passing that along to the you know, the generation that's currently here.
Who can attend the conference?
Anybody. It's an all ages event. It's going to be youth driven, college, high school student driven, but it is an all ages event. So we're encouraging, because there's several, you know, pastors from around the country, like my father speaking at it, because there's several different speakers. It kind of goes from Thursday night all the way to Saturday night. So there's like a Thursday night session that I'm speaking. Friday morning, my father's speaking the first session, and then there's a pastor from San Francisco that's coming out that he's speaking. There's some breakout sessions. Then at night, there's the guy who wrote the book, I Am Remnant. And then Saturday is kind of the same schedule as Friday. So there's a lot of different speakers, different age ranges of speakers.
Life-changing stuff.
Wow,
Correct,
exactly.
life-changing. I mean, I'm the youngest speaker at 27. The oldest speaker, I believe, is 62. So we're trying to hit because when you say generation, you know, a lot of times we just think young people, but generation is who's alive. So everybody that's alive, we want them to show up and have a good time with us.
Well, we have more time. I want you to come back and talk about, as you talk to the kids, about peer pressure, temptation.
Okay.
Some of the pressures they're feeling, and I think deserves more exploration. I really do.
Absolutely.
So let's have you back and do that.
We'll do.
And congrats on your baby on the way.
Thank you.
Yes,
thank
your
you.
growing family.
Yes, thank you. Appreciate that.
Check out the event. We've given you the info on the screen. Steve Smothermon Jr. with Legacy Church, our guest on the Morning Brew. We'll be back.